Good evening, everyone that is watching us from all over the world. My name is Jethro. I am a content creator, journalist, based in Zimbabwe. Now, today we want to look at the issue that is happening right now, which is the story of the fighting that is going on within ZANU PF, which is going to lead us into something amazing in the next few weeks and months. So I want to unpack to you what has been happening so that you have an idea of where we are going as a nation. Now, I announced, a few days ago or last week that there is going to be, the army is not happy with what is happening. And the fact that there is bad blood which is going on, whereby Tatenda Mavetera was seen singing songs that are supposedly anti-Chiwenga. Don't clearly out, but we see that there is a lot of panika kufungirana karipo. Right. I want to take you to something that happened 2 days, a day ago, whereby the war veterans are being offered or are being given trinkets in order to support President 2030. And I'll tell you why this is happening and why everything is happening like as it is. Let me show you this video by Douglas Mahia, where he was talking about the issue of war veterans, warfare of war veterans. That is him with Jen Van Muswere.
To borrow from the debt. We have had a piece of land.
Okay, there you go. This is Douglas Mahia.
History has been made. It's in the making. The president has walked the talk. He has approved for the war veterans pieces of land that will be used as collateral for the benefit of war veterans, so that the war veterans will be able to borrow from the debt. We have had a piece of land at Jumbe Mashonaland Central, which is about 270 hectares, and we have got another piece of land in Masvingo, Nyanga, Victoria Falls, Bulawayo, Marsh West and Marsh East. That will be used by the war veterans or for entrepreneurial purposes, so that at least we will be able to alleviate the problems bedeviling the war veterans, which is their welfare.
Right. You hear that? This is warfare of war veterans. Same setting that Robert Mugabe was facing in 1996 and 1997. Whenever he was coming to speak, the war veterans would come saying, now, this is the same situation that you are seeing, that the likes of Geza and everyone, because they know that at the backbone of ZANU PF is supported by war veterans. Now, ZANU PF war veterans are the ones that are holding ZANU PF strength or strongholds in rural areas in different settings. Because what you heard is, we had war veterans that simply after the war, they went, said that, into farming, or they went into other businesses. They did not go into the army. And then you have another set of war veterans that stayed in the military for 10, 12, 13, 14 more years. Because some of them, when the war ended, some of them, they were still in their early 20s, some of them, they were 19, 20. So you have different age groups of war veterans. And then you have got war veterans that were there after the war, that were after the war, they stayed. Some of them, they are those that are ex-detainees who do not have interest in getting into the military. I have my uncle in Koromons who is like that. These war, those people that were arrested because of their participation in the war. So they were detained. So these are called ex-detainees. And then we've got ex-combatants and war collaborators and everything. Now, the reason why these people are being bought is because the issue of the coup is no longer an issue that is on the table, based on a number of reasons. The reason being that it has been known that Zimbabwe had, in 2017, you can't deny that that was a military, it was a military intervention. You can't have people on ZBC, on a national television, and then you call that Operation Restore Legacy. Give it a name, but it is a military coup. Now, for them to have another one like that, it is known that the region will not support that. And if the region is not going to support it, that means that that government or that system is bound to fail, because it won't be based on the, because SADC is not interested in that. So that would be, it will be failure at the start. So what is on the table now is allowing people to protest. So at this moment in time, war veterans are being bought so that they don't garner support from the opposition, because the moment that they garner support from the opposition, or they get sympathy from the opposition, and opposition jump into this, then they will allow protest. And Mapurisa will be part of that. And that is what the president is afraid of. So what I mean by the headline that I gave you, that the president is now publicly part of the 2030 agenda, is because this, what Douglas Maya is saying, that the president has availed all this. If he was not interested in 2030, why is he trying to buy the loyalty of war veterans? You get what I'm saying? So he's not saying it publicly, but he's allowing his because they say action speaks louder than words. His actions are saying the otherwise they are saying that I'm interested in this, I'm invested in this. But now the voicing of war veterans is what is now worrying him. That's why every money is now, every investment is going towards war veterans. You understand? So there is a lot of fear, and the fear is if people stand up and protest and go against the 2030, then there is a problem. Because if war veterans are not on the side of ZANU PF, then the protests are going to go ahead and they are going to be successful. And if the war veterans are now on the side of ZANU PF, then they can unleash militia, they can unleash any other ways to stop the protest, or there won't be interest to protest. You see what I'm talking about? So that is where we are going. And for your own information, to show you that there is confusion inside ZANU PF, I want to show you something that is happening inside Varakashi that has been going on. Because as we speak right now, there is confusion because nobody knows if their position is safe. I want to show you, this is Jones Msara, the one who started this program of Varakashi, or people that are paid in order to push a narrative. They are the ones who came with the issue of EDP. They are the ones who came with all these other terms like Nikainova Kwanevenevayo and other stuff. So this is John Zumsara, and look what he's saying here. Okay, not this one. Right. This is John Zumsara. Handina chigaro chemunhu chandiri kuda, ndatoshaya kuti vamwe vane zvigaro zvihombe zvavo vanondirwisirei ini sachigaro wevarakashi, chigaro chepasi pasi. Relax buddies, I'm not after your positions. You understand? So everyone is in panic inside ZANU PF because nobody knows. That's why they are working so hard, because the hard working that they are trying to do is, we want to make sure that if there's going to be a protest, we are going to be safe, because some of the people, they know that they're incompetent, and if the people are going to go out and protest, their positions are at risk. So the hard working that they are trying to do is, they want to please president, and if they please the president, then their positions are safe, their positions are guaranteed. So kushingirira kuri kuita vanhu, it's because they want to stay in power and they want to stay in those positions. So now he's saying some rogue elements are angered by Varakash because we refuse to be captured by them. The rogue elements who failed to capture Varakash are plotting all manner of sorts of skullduggery, including physical harm. They must cease and desist from such satanic plots. You see, this is what is happening. We formed Varakash for ED as young people to use social media to support President ED Mnangagwa, ZANU PF, and ZIM. We made a lot of sacrifices after our organization became visible. Some rogue elements came and tried to hijack our organization and divert us from our mandate. We refused that. Right. Me knowing ZANU PF does not communicate using social media. If there are issues inside ZANU PF, most of them, they are communicated through the structures, because ZANU PF is a well-oiled machine from the time that I know it and up to now. It's a well-oiled machine in the sense that you communicate through the structures of WhatsApp, you sell and everything. There are systems that are in place that allows, that's why when they speak, if you ask someone who is in New York, they already know how to say. If you ask someone who is in Blawayo, because there is a consensus that is agreed upon, when a story comes in, Inopindam group, you assess, and people have the answers of what to say. You understand? So that is one thing that makes ZANU PF to stay in power for long, because they've got systems that are there that make them to be so sometimes impenetrable. To you understand, the moment that you ask a ZANU PF person who is in South Africa, they will tell you it's like it's a choir, because this is how they communicate. But if you see them coming out like this, it means something is wrong. So if you see John Zumsara, one of the people that created this system of Varakash, complaining, it means they are facing a lot of challenges, because everyone wants to be said, so that in future they can be seen. That's why you're seeing everyone is trying by all means. I was watching a video of the ICT minister, and I was wondering, she should be focusing on the issue that has to do with ICT, not to be talking about sanctions and all of that. You understand? She should be focused on this issue of 2030 and everything. That should not, she must be seized on the issues to do with the ICT. And the other day I showed you the minister of ICT in Rwanda giving figures with so much articulation. So as much as we would want to be to have a balanced cabinet whereby we have got women, they must be selected on meritocracy. You understand? And this problem that ZANU PF has, whereby it tries to give people jobs based on comradeship instead of their qualifications, it is what is hurting the organization. So you would be good to find someone who is in the opposition, or somebody who is independent, like what they did with Mthuli Ncube, who was not part of ZANU PF. They bring them in, they become the ICT minister, somebody who is well versed in these things, who has probably a degree in information systems, who understand ICT, who understand the trends, who understand what is going on, so that they are in tune. What they should be doing coding with, coding competitions with other with institutions like with companies that are inside Zimbabwe. That's what they should be doing. They should be cracking things, you know, not this thing that they are doing of chasing 2030, all of that. For me, that is the problem. So you can see that there is confusion inside Barakashi, and that is the problem that is happening. And I want to show you something that George Charamba posted, which is very, very cryptic, very, very cryptic, and shows you that there is something that is not right within the camp of ZANU PF. Look at this. I want to show you something here that George Charamba posted. Right. I want you to get this.
God have mercy upon us. You are a mumu man. I am mumu man. He shock you. I am mumu man too much.
This is what
you think
George Charamba posted.
You are a mumu man. That's what I do for you. I am mumu man. This man.
Continue. No problem.
Mama.
Continue.
Jesus. Mommy,
Go and marry him. This marriage is over. We are done. Maybe you'll be Father Christmas. I'm done.
Principal. You only do waka come.
You get it?
What's going
If
on?
you don't get it, forget about it.
Go and ask your grandfather.
That's what you they do. Now my husband be that now. Open the door.
Never said it.
Don't break my door. Just like that. Babe, we can fix this now.
Right. I just wanted you to get the context of, because what he posted then, he said that you can go and check it out on Donzam Soro. That's where it is posted. The three accounts of George Charamba are Donzam Soro, Jamanda, and George Charamba. Now, he's saying one door closes, another one opens. And this one is saying, may God open, but here he says, you might just get it. Understand? He is showing you, Kuti, you remember that George Charamba is one of the people that at the beginning of the year were told that he has been relieved. But they realized that this could be a mistake and he's being sidelined. He's not part of the inner circle, but he still maintains like that he's still part of ZANU PF, but it's not clear. If you check his tweets, they tell a very, very big story about what is happening. So this shows you that there is a lot of things that are happening. I've got a lot of sources that are telling me that they wanted to fire George Charamba because they felt that he is part of the Chiwenga faction. He is not interested in pushing 2030. And now he is even laughing, was laughing at this guy of Farakash, John Zumsara, when he posted this this tweet that I showed you earlier on, whereby he was saying that Tukwa IJKwa and everything, and he was laughing. You understand? So his loyalty is being questioned, and him knowing what happened in 2017. You remember George Charamba, he supported this regime. He supported when he was being called Achidezwa, Charamba, your Minister of Information, Achidezwa Papa, being humiliated. So he knows how these things will turn out to be because he has worked with the military. He knows how these guys plan and how they do things. Now, these are signs of what is about to happen. But as I said, the issue of the coup is off the table because they know that the government that they are going to form, it will be done before it starts. So the issue of the coup is off the table, but the issue of allowing protest, that's the reason why they cannot be able to catch Geza. Do you think that if it was an opposition leader who said what Geza said, he will be still out there not being arrested? Knowing that the justice minister said that Geza akauraya munhu, do you think in your own sane mind, Geza will be still roaming around in the streets of Harare? Will be still doing press conferences? It's not possible. But because there is this issue that there is a lot of suspicion inside, and President Idi Mnangagwa is banking on him getting support from the war veterans. As long as he gets support from war veterans, if anyone wants to stage a protest, it will fail. It will not gain momentum, and the 2030 agenda will go. But also at the same time, these guys, Vanadu Charamba, they know that the plan that they are planning, it is going to succeed. And they want the opposition guys to buy in the idea. So that is the goal. They want the opposition to buy in the idea. And once the opposition buy in the idea, then they will launch it to say, let us protest. And protest because the bosses of the JOC are not happy with the issue of 2030. So the president knows that if the protests are going to be allowed by these guys, then they are doomed. So that is what is happening, people. This is what is happening. There is fear and pandemonium inside ZANU PF, and panikufungirana kwakawanda kupitika. And there is everyone who is plotting against each other. The confusion is just massive. And we are nearing that time whereby chirubhagatoputika putika. And I tell you, in the next 3 weeks, we are going to see movements, especially inside ZANU PF, whereby there is going to be, especially those guys who are 2030, very, very soon. In the next 3 weeks, we are going to see some people are going to uncover the truth. Some people are going to start to speak out, because some people are actually frustrated inside the Barakashi camp, because challenge iri kutoitika izvezvi as we speak. Mari yakatoburitswa iyoyo iri kutonzi yakatogarwa nevamwe vakuru, because initially that man was supposed to be given people straight, but then wabvaona kuti okay, let us put that money tonzi uyai muzoitokwereta. But pari kunzi vanhu ngauya azokwereta mari ndopatodyiwa mari, because that money kuti izonzi yaaprovwa yadi, it will take time. If they're going to allocate to say we've got how many war veterans in Manicaland, where let's say a cumulative number, we've got 300 war veterans who are living in Manicaland, right? Out of the 300 war veterans that are in Manicaland, how much do we need? We need to give these 300 war veterans each, just like what Mugabe did. He just calculated how many war veterans we have. Each one is going to get 50,000. So right now, Mario and that's why I'm saying that in the next 3 weeks, you are going to see things happening. You are going to see people starting to complain. Even the same war veterans, they are going to start to say, because there is a lot of confusion. Some people, they are doing lip service to the president, but behind the back, they are just saying, kune vakuru musazoti chungoitawo because tiri kuprotecta zvigaro, but kana makuzoita zvinhu zvenyu musatisiye. So there are a lot of double dippers that are there, and these double dippers, they are just in there for the money, because the moment that they go to the president and say toda mari the money is coming out, and in the end we are going to see some people speaking out. There's a lot of the cat that is going to get out of the bag in the next 3 weeks. So please mark my words, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that are happening inside ZANU PF, and it's not even funny. So I thought I need to share this. Please tell us what you think about the this whole issue. But as I said, the suspicion and confusion going around inside ZANU PF is very, very massive, and everyone is living in fear. They are living in fear. They are not havana kugadzikana. No one knows kuti okay, mangwana ndichadii, ndo supporta 2030 here kana kuti I keep my cool. But there are those who are reserving themselves. Even right now, Chris Mchangwa, you haven't heard him speaking publicly about 2030. He's not saying anything. You see that? So there is a lot of double dippers. Initially, the person who was supposed to be speaking about this is the chairperson of the war veterans. He was supposed to be the one who was at the forefront. But the question is, why is Douglas Mayad being the one who is at the forefront? They are looking for protection. They are looking for survival. It's now a politics of survival. So please tell us your thoughts in the comment section of what you think about this. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. So I thought I need to give you that big update on the developments that are happening. Right now, the president is out of the country. He went to the East African SADC, and East African conference that is there to resolve issues that are happening in DRC. Very, very, it's a story that we are also looking at. You saw massive gathering in Goma of people supporting the M23. That speaks volumes, because now it is going to force DRC to rethink about engaging M23, because M23 is saying we are ready, let's engage, and these guys are saying we cannot negotiate with terrorists. But that is a story for another day that we're going to look at. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, share, support us by the numbers that are appearing on the screen. And also, I wanted to tell you that if you are in Zimbabwe, or you are in UK, or anywhere in the diaspora, you have got stuff that you want to buy in South Africa, please get in touch with me on that numbers. You've got stuff that you want to buy in South Africa, maybe via Take a Lot or Temu, please get in touch. We can assist you with that, especially with the address and anything that you want in South Africa. We are your plug to assist you with that. That is also another way of you supporting us. And we send stuff every day. This is one of my other side hustle that I do. Send Zimbabwe every day, every single day. So if you have got stuff that you want, be it car parts, be it cell phones, be it gadgets, anything that you want, please get in touch with me on that numbers that are appearing on the screen. We get your stuff delivered to Harare. Please get in touch with me on that number. I will be able to assist you in that regard. Every day we send stuff to Zimbabwe. Something that I thought I need to share with you, to people that watch my channel. That being said, thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much to everyone that participated in this live. I'll see you, and we'll keep on giving you posts and updates of what is happening in our politics. But very, very interesting times ahead, and we are looking forward to that, hoping for the best. What we do not want is bloodshed. What we do not want is civil war. That one I don't want, and I will not support it personally. But from the sources that are inside, they are saying the issue of military intervention is off the table. But the military are going to support their own. They are in the JOC. They are not going to allow. They are going to allow protests to go on, and because there is no trust, because the president has lost trust, and he is no longer commanding these other people that are in the JOC. That is the reason why he has to find people that are loyal, that are on the ground, who are part of the masses, that are likely to join in the protest. But at the moment, opposition seems not to be really biting. I saw a tweet by Nelson Chamisa saying, you know, good times are coming ahead. There is also another option that if Nelson Chamisa says something, if he's going to buy into this idea, that is what is happening. So I will see you as these plans are unveiled and developed. on a day-to-day basis. That being said, bye for now and good night.